Well, hello everybody and happy Saturday. It is Saturday, November 11th, 2023. It's also Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day to all of you who served in the military, and thank you for your service. And welcome everybody. I hope you guys are awake and ready for a fun video. I see a few of you guys on here already, and somehow I'm so crooked. Hold on, let me fix this. Of course I'm crooked. Hold on. I don't know why. I'm always discombobulated on here. So I've got the ironing thing underneath me because we're going to be ironing today, making some more napkin cards. So that'll be fun. I keep trying to fix it and it's still crooked. I don't know why. Well, we'll figure it out. So I hope you guys are doing great and having an awesome morning. It is, I think, fall for sure now. We were still having really nice weather, like spring, summery weather. And the funny thing is yesterday was supposed to be 80 degrees. So I left home in, in a tank top and capris and my flip-flops to go run some errands. And I walked out the door and I'm like, man, it's chilly out here. And I had just looked at the weather the night before and it said it was going to be 79 degrees and sunny. And it was cloudy and I think it was 60 when I got in the car. And I kept thinking, it's going to warm up. It's going to warm up. And then I'm like, what is going on? I get out of the car. It's even colder. So I think 60 was the high yesterday. And then it dropped to like the low 50s. So needless to say, I was freezing cold while I was outside. And today is about a high of 55 too. So, and it's kind of cloudy and gloomy outside, but I think we're done for the warm weather for a little bit anyway. But it's nice to snuggle in bed. You don't really want to get out of bed when it's like this because it's so nice out. I mean, so cozy and you're, under the covers. But this is what we're gonna make today is these napkin cards. And I know you guys love doing the napkin cards because the video that I did last time has gone bananas. It went over 50,000. So I was really excited about that. So I thought I'd do another one with some of the napkins that I got in the swap that some of you guys participated in. So these cards are from the swap. And I did quite a few and narrowed it down to my top 3. So let me show you some of the ones I did. So these are the ones we're doing today, but I also did one with this one. And I didn't really decorate the front too much because I thought the napkin does most of the work and you can decorate the inside of it with whatever you want and not cover up the main image. And I did emboss all of these today. So I thought that made it look really, really cool. And it just kind of gives it a little bit more dimension and texture and kind of holds the napkin really, really well if you do the embossing with it. So this was this napkin. And then I did this one, which came as this napkin. So you can take your long, skinny ones and do them too. So this is like a dinner napkin. And I just cut it this way. Well, I mean, it was that way. It's like that. Anyway, and this one you can make 6 out of. So they're all the same. And I just put it on here and then cut the top and the bottom. And the good thing with doing this saran wrap technique is you don't have to have that overlap really. As long as it's just a tiny bit bigger than your piece of cardstock, you're good because you're going to cut that off anyway. If we were doing it with the glue stick, you have to have enough to wrap it around. So, and this I thought would be either a good Thanksgiving card or a good card to give to somebody who's lost a loved one or, who's going through some difficult times or something like that. And also, speaking of that, I do have a few names for you guys to send cards to, and I'll do that at the end of the video. So if any of you guys remember, I was talking about that the other day. Remember when we had Debbie Spicer going through cancer and everybody was sending her cards and she got just hundreds of cards. And it really, really made a difference to her and just brightened her day every day to get those cards. So I've got a few people who are having some difficulties in life. I know all of us really are probably having some difficulties in life, but some that are having extra difficulties. I've got their names. So if you guys would love to do that, you can send them a card, send all of them, whoever you want. I'm sure anything would be appreciated. So this one, I had a napkin, and the napkin was, I don't know if I have the actual napkin. Here it is. So this napkin is actually, like, it has two patterns on it. So half the napkin is this, and half the napkin is this. So I said, well, I'll do half. So I did the back piece with this, and then I did the front with the poinsettia and just cut it down. So I did it like that, or you could have it go this way, either way. I didn't decorate the front of it, but I mean the inside of it. So that is it for the ones I didn't use. And then the other ones we're going to be doing, and then I decorated the inside with the little truck stamp. So I thought that was really cute. And I did that same thing for this one. And then for this one, I did the leaf on the inside. So you can decorate the inside however you want. And like I've said before, it's always so funny. It doesn't matter what napkin you use. It seems like there's always a Stampin' Up! Color that goes exactly perfect with it. So this one I used cherry cobbler. This one I used real red. And this one I used the copper clay. Yep. Copper clay. At first I was going to say Cajun Craze, but it was copper clay. But there were several colors that matched all of these really. But I thought those went the best. So those are the ones we're going to use. I also have a little bit of Happy Mail. Let me show you what I got. So this card I got from Devonna Alderson. I thought this was really cute. Love that card. She was saying congratulations because I got, I don't know if you guys are Facebook friends with me or not, but Stampin' Up! Did their annual awards, and I had earned several different things in the top. Well, they have a category for all different things like sales, all around best, leadership, and something else. And so I got several of those in the top 30. And so I got this card from Stampin' Up! So this was for doing all of that. And I guess this card was actually, you know, like not stamped, because at first I thought it was stamped, but I think it's more like they did laser printing or something and just printed them out for everybody. But the tag, I think, is stamped. And then it was signed by Shelly and Sarah. And then I got some pins. And then we also got a really, well, they gave us a whole choice of different gifts we could pick. So I got, what's this one? Oh, team building. So that one was for team building. This was for overall. And this was for leadership. So I think the sales, I was number 78. But the rest of them, I was in the top 30. So you get different prizes for that. So I just wanted to show you guys that because I thought it was really cool. And here's another card. So this one I pulled out of the swaps that we got. And I just found these napkins at the Dollar Tree. So you can go to the Dollar Tree, get some napkins. And this card was made by Deb Fitzgerald. So look at how she took that napkin and just made that card so beautiful. So she kind of covered that white area. And then I was like, well, how did she get this bigger? Because it's only a 5-inch napkin. So I'm thinking what she did was just opened it up and just used it like from there to there, you know. So she went a little bit over. So that would, you'd only get 2 out of a card instead of 4. Or you could just take this one and make a smaller card. So if you have these little cocktail napkins, you can do that. Or you can make the bookbinding card. That's a good one to do with the cocktail napkins too. So I thought that was a cute one. And I think that's pretty much it. And then don't forget, I've got my kit. So the card kits for last time all went out. And you should have gotten them by now. And I sent the directions the other day. Except for my new recruits. So I forgot to send them to you guys. So I'll send the directions to you guys, but you should have gotten the kits. So the kit for this time through the 15th is the steer card. So you'll get the supplies to make these 3 cards if your order is over $50 and you use the host code. And you'll also get the napkin with it. So you can do, this is what I just started to do, like a little bookbinding card, but I didn't finish it. So you could do this one, it's a cocktail napkin. So just do 4x4 and make a little bookbinding card, and that would be really cute. Or you could do what Deb did and just, oh, this is a good one too. So this one does not have it on all 4 sides. So actually you could just go ahead and make this bigger if you want and do this exact same card. So you could take this and make the exact same card with this one using that die that we have. And then on the back, do the same thing because you only get 2 of those. So that's a perfect napkin. So you'll get that napkin with your $50 order along with the supplies to make the deer cards. And if your order is over $100 and you use the host code, you'll also get these gems. And I have exciting news too. So Stampin' Up! Just announced we're having a big sale starting on Tuesday, the 14th through the 16th. So they're having either 10, 15, or 20% off, depending on what you get. I didn't write it down. I think it's 20% off of stamps, 15% off of accessories like ribbon and things like that, and 10% off of any kind of paper. And it starts on Tuesday. It's Tuesday through Thursday. So I'll be sending an email out to my customers hopefully today. I've been really bad about emailing lately because I've been so busy, but I will definitely try and get that email out today with all the details of the sale. So definitely start making your list now for stamps, embellishments and stuff like that, and paper all going on sale. And so stock up on stuff now. All right, and I've got a great joke today, and I think that's it for all my talking. So let's get started. So we're gonna make these 3 in case you just joined us. Oh, I forgot to say hello to everybody. So let me go back to the beginning. Hey, Laura. Hey, Julie. Hey, Diane. Hey, Myra. Hey, Cam. Hey, Judith. Hey, Reva. Hey, Jude. Hey, Regina. Hey, Melody. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Karen. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Joan. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Marie. Hey, oh, I think I already said Carol. Hey, Ginger Snap. Hey, Denise. Hey, Joan. Hey, Rosemary. Love the truck. Hey, Lou Ann. Hey, Gail. Hey, Liz. Oh, 41 in Southern Arizona. Oh, going up to 78. Yes, Reva, I think the texture really does add so much because this one, I did all of these with the brick one, the brick, exposed brick, but I did one, where's the one I did with the textured tile? And that one really came out pretty too. Where is that one? I think I just showed it a minute ago, but maybe not. This one. Yeah, this one I did with the textured tile. I think that one came out really cool too. I think that embossing really makes a big difference, but this you can really, really see it. And I didn't spray this one. All the other ones I sprayed with shimmer spray. So you can probably see, you guys see the sparkle on that one? That also adds a lot to it. And you know, I used to think for some reason that the spray was gonna ruin the napkin because I don't know what happened. One time I did spray it and it ruined the napkin, but I guess it doesn't. This one you can really see the sparkle. So love it, love it, love it. I love this card. I think that's just like so cool. So that's a great one. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of these. So I think today what I'm gonna sit and do is after I clean the house a little bit and do my email, I'm gonna make some more napkins because they're so easy. So hello to everybody else. I know we have a bunch of people on. Make sure you do thumbs up if you haven't done that yet. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff for me. Oh, Starless says it's 10% off ribbon and trims. Oh, I thought it was the opposite. Oh, I had it totally backwards. Dang. I could have sworn it was 20% off of stamps and stuff. Okay, so Starless says it's 10% off ribbon and trim, 15% off of ink, and 20% off of paper. So I had that totally backwards. And the stamps, I guess, are not on sale. Well, that's crazy. I thought the stamps were on sale. Okay, so I got that wrong. Sorry, everybody. So Starla has it on here. If you look at the comments, it's ribbon, inks, and paper. Well, that's good. Paper's 20% off because that never happens. The paper's never on sale. So good time to stock up on cardstock. Heather says, love the dog on the back of the truck. I know, that's cute. Love it. And I thought the truck was so cute because it's just like our little truck. And I even stamped it so that it would be kind of a lighter color because my pad was really juicy. Carolyn says, love catching you live, but then I'm not productive the rest of the day. I just want to create. That's what you're supposed to do. Saturdays are for sitting around doing nothing. Except stamping. Actually, I need to go mow the grass for the very last time, I hope. It's funny, half my yard is kind of dead, and the rest of it, I put down fertilizer and grass seeds. So some of the grass is coming up like really plush green, and the other is kind of dead because it was like Bermuda grass. All right, so do some thumbs up, you guys. We got to get... Carol says, is cardstock on sale or just designer paper? I don't know. I guess I should have printed it out and read it before the video. Because I got it totally backwards. Just remember, everything's on sale on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so it'll be online. But I guess it's paper, ribbon, and ink. So I'm sure it would be cardstock too, and not just designer paper. I don't know. Starla is on here, and she's the expert. And Starla, is it also cardstock or just DSP? That's why I need an assistant to help me while I'm doing these videos. All right, so we're going to start with the fall since it's already fall, and then we're going to do the 2 Christmas ones. So what you need first, and if you haven't ever done these cards with the cling, well, it's not cling wrap, it's plastic wrap, then it's really cool. It's a fun technique, and it's super easy. So this is the card we're making, and you need the napkin. And this napkin, I didn't notice till after I started it, is actually all different. So you've got 2 squares that are vanilla and 2 that are white, and the pattern is different on all of them. So first thing you need to do is separate it. So you need to get your other plies off, and most of them are 2 ply, some are 3 ply. So you just need to separate it. If you have trouble, get a piece of Scotch tape and stick it on the back and just pull it. And just be careful you don't rip your napkin when you do this. But you want to get down to the really, really thin front layer. And then if you want to save this piece, you can. I just usually throw it away. All right, so what we want is, oops, I just ripped it just a little bit there. I want this one right here. So we're just going to cut this off. It's okay that it ripped a little bit because it's bigger than the paper. Oops. That's the good thing about using the big napkins, so you have extra. All right, so this is what you need for this one. So you need your 5.5 by 8.5 copper clay, 2 pieces of vanilla, 5 1/4 by 4, and the napkin, and then the ribbon too. And I've got the ribbon. Let me go ahead and turn my iron on. Now this iron I got from Amazon, and it's a craft one. You don't have to use a craft iron. As several people told me, you don't have to use a craft iron. I know that. But the only iron I have is a really old one, and it's like 20 pounds. It's so heavy. And, you know, for doing this one weighs like 1 pound. It's so light, and it heats up really fast, and I just like it better. So, of course, you don't have to get a craft iron, but they're only like 20 bucks on Amazon. And it's nice to have it because I did the other day end up getting plastic wrap all over one of the edges. I got it off, but you don't want to ruin your good iron. Not that I ever use my iron because I don't buy clothes that need ironing, but I only buy clothes that have to be washed and dried and pulled out of the dryer and hung up. So hopefully you got a screenshot of that. So all we need right now is, oops, 1 sheet of vanilla. And so what I've got here is this pad that I got from Amazon. It's just to iron. It's just like a protection pad. I'll try to put the link down in the description box, but it wasn't expensive. But it's just to protect your work area. You could use a towel or something like that too, but I like that it's got this little pad right here that's silicone, and it keeps the iron from messing anything up. And then I've got this silicone mat that I got on Amazon. The link is in the description box for this one. And then this is a piece of cardboard that's in back of the designer paper in a pack. So I'm just like protecting my surface, making everything nice and good here. All right, and then you want some plastic wrap. I think saran wrap does work the best, the expensive kind. This is Walmart brand. I do know Costco and Sam's kind I don't think work at all, so you don't want to use those. I'm just folding this over. You don't need 2 layers, but I don't want to waste it. So there's our vanilla. Then you just situate this wherever you want. So I want a little bit of that green, and so I've got my mat, and then I've got my paper, then my plastic wrap on top of the paper, and then the napkin goes on the top. And then just figure out where you want to put it. Make sure it's straight. And I want more green in there. A little bit of green. So now I got a little bit of all the leaves. Then you put this on top. And then hopefully this is heated up enough. We're going to just iron it on. And the plastic wrap will melt and turn to glue. So that's what's going to hold it together. And I've used this piece of parchment paper like 100 times, so I probably should have gotten a new one, but that's okay. So you're just going to heat it up for a minute. I think if you have a bigger iron that gets really, I've got it on the highest setting on here. If you have a really nice iron that gets super hot, you don't have to do it this long, but you just want to make sure that it's really good and secure. So then we'll take it off and let's just see if it's stuck. It's not stuck all the way yet, so we got to do it some more. Let's do it just a little bit longer. I should have let it heat up a little bit more. There's also, I have another video if you want to watch. So you can use the other videos that I did napkins with, except for the last one. I used a glue stick, which works great too. You can also use Mod Podge. You can use double-sided sticky paper, or you can use this way. So there's like 4 different ways you can make napkin cards. I like this one because I think it's kind of fun. All right, let's see if this one's good. Just almost. I think definitely the hotter your iron is, the better it'll work. And you want to let it cool too, because once it cools, it will stick better too. So, and if you want to wrap it around, that'll even seal it better, but so it's almost all the way stuck, but just a teeny weeny bit more. Just those little corners. I'll just let it sit there for a minute. Okay, now it should be good. All right, and then you want to let it cool really before you do anything. If you let it cool for a minute, then it usually sticks better too. All right, so let's pull this off. All right, so it looks like it's stuck very good now. So we're just going to set that aside for just a second. And I'm going to go ahead and do them all just because I got the iron hot, and then we can take that away. So let me get my next napkin. So for this one, you need 5.5 by 8.5 cherry cobbler, 5.25 by 4 white. Oops. And that's for, let me see. for this card. And here's the napkin. Now this one I've already pulled apart. And this napkin's funny too. I always thought the napkins had exactly the same thing on both sides, but this one has two this way and going to the left, and then two going to the right. And I've already peeled this one apart. So I've got just the top layer. So this is for the next one. Let me see if you guys are talking. Oh yeah, Heather. Yeah, the glue stick works really, really well, except you have to wrap it around because it doesn't stick quite as good as this does. So I like this one a little bit better. Plus you don't have to have the extra napkin part. You can cut right up to the edge. Oh, Starla says the sale includes cardstock, specialty paper, and designer paper. So all the paper, pretty much. So that's good. All right, so this one, we just need one of our pieces of white. And we'll set that aside for a minute. So again, we need our paper, and then we need another piece of plastic wrap. And I'm just kind of tearing off a piece, but it's kind of big, so I fold it in half. You don't need to fold it in half, but that just gives it some extra sticky stuff. Put this truck, now I want to make sure I get the whole truck. So that looks good. It's hard to see that behind it, but I can see that's the top. So I definitely got the top on there and the bottom. There's the side. So I think I got it all. And then put this on. And here we go. Now my iron is hotter now, so it shouldn't take as long. And I got something in my eye. I'm sitting here blinking, trying to get it out, but I know I've got, you know when you feel like you have eyelash or something in your eye, and you're sitting here and you're like, I know it's in there, but I can't really stop what I'm doing and get it out. So that's what I'm doing. Oh my God, I'm going to be in trouble with the paper being on sale. I love the paper. I know, and I just stocked up when we had that free shipping sale the other day, like a couple weeks ago. I stocked up on all my paper. So now it's even more on sale. Okay, hopefully this one won't take quite as long. So let's see if it's ready. Let's let it cool just a second. Oh, it's not all the way done. I think if I let it sit, it probably would, but it's not. Okay, let's do another minute. I think I need some more of this paper. It's like really, really used. This looks like a Barbie iron. So funny. Pink is my favorite color, so I love anything pink. Okay, that should be good. Have you guys ever tried Marie Callender's Dutch apple pie? Now, you know, most of you guys know that I like to bake, and I can bake a really good pie from scratch. Okay, so that corner's stuck, that corner's stuck, that one. This corner's not stuck. So let's just get that corner real quick. I make a killer apple pie from scratch, but I was at Food Lion and they had these Marie Callender's pies for $3.99, and I'm like, $3.99 for a pie? That's like a bargain and a half. They're in the freezer section. So I got one, and it was the Dutch apple pie. I was just craving some apple pie. So you put it in the oven for like an hour, and then you put the crumb topping on it. And let me tell you what, that was some Tillamook vanilla bean ice cream, was to die for. So it's on sale till Tuesday at Food Lion. If you guys have Food Lion, you got to have an MVP card, or else it's $4.99. Okay, so that one's stuck. So we're good with that one. All right, last one is this one. So this is another one of those red trucks, but totally different red truck. Because this is the first one. So it's totally different. But I love this red truck. I think it's so cute. So this one this is real red. I used cherry cobbler on the other one. And, oops, here's the card. So that's what you need for this one. Homemade pies, I know. Homemade pies are the best, but I'm telling you what, this was $3.99, and all I had to do was take it out of the wrap and put it in the oven, and then put that crumb topping on. And it was about as close to a homemade pie as you could get. And it was, the crust is what was so good. It was like, almost like a graham cracker crust instead of like a regular pie crust. And it was so good. Let me tell you, I ate a third of the pie yesterday, and it says there's 9 slices in a pie, but I'm like, there's no way I just ate 3 slices. So at 300 calories each, but that was my lunch and dinner. So now my homemade pie is to die for, but that's a traditional like apple pie. So, but I'm telling you what, it's a lot of work. So I don't make that very often. All right, so we just need 1 piece of white. I'll put that over here. Another piece of plastic wrap. And then we're gonna put them all together. And it has to be this like sticky plastic wrap. You can't use like that press and seal. And a lot of people told me the one at Sam's and Costco doesn't work, so just don't even buy those. Make sure you get every bit of your paper covered. All right, so this one again, we want to make sure we get the whole truck on here. So, oh, the truck's a little bit too big, so there's the bottom. Okay, so there we go. I have a hysterical joke for you guys today. This, Julie sent it to me. I think Julie's on here. I saw her. She sent it to me yesterday. I was laughing so hard. It was hysterical. So I went to Dollar Tree yesterday. That was one of my errands I had to run. And almost all of, Chesapeake, where I live, is the Dollar Tree headquarters. So it's like we have the big giant headquarters here. And if you look at the back of anything that you buy from Dollar Tree, it says Greenbrier International, which Greenbrier's where I used to live. It's just a different part of Chesapeake. But so I went to the Dollar Tree, like right down the street from the headquarters. And you'd think they would have everything, but they're always sold out of everything. But almost all of our Dollar Trees have gone to self-checkout, which I absolutely hate. Because when I go to Dollar Tree, I buy, stuff for class or stuff for my people at work, and I'll have like a whole entire cart full. And if you have a big cart full of stuff, you don't want to do self-checkout because it takes too long. So they finally opened one lane. And this lady was in there. She was getting some balloons. So she was the first person. So there was one person behind her and then me. Something, and it shouldn't take too long. Well, she ended up getting 12 balloons. And so that took forever. And like 30 people went through the self-checkout by the time I finally got up to my turn. And, so then she was in the line, got all her balloons. Then the person after her was making a return, which Dollar Tree doesn't do returns. You pretty much, once you buy it, it's yours. So, so the lady was trying to tell her, we don't do returns. You can trade it. If something's wrong with it, you can trade it for another one. This needs another few seconds. And the lady's like, well, I didn't. And she had bought pans to make Thanksgiving dinner. So she had bought like 10 pans of like turkey roaster pans. and then like 10 kind of 13 by 9 size to do side dishes, I guess. And so she was returning them, and I'm like, who does that, you know? You can always use them for something. I mean, I have a whole closet full of those, you know, foil pans to use for stuff, but she was returning them and decided she didn't need them. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why she was returning them, but that's just weird. So the manager was like, okay, well, we'll do it for you this time, but normally, you know, we don't give refunds. So that took forever. So it was like 30 minutes by the time it was my turn. I was like, good grief, I could have done the stuff checkout. But now, okay, so cool that off a minute. Make sure it's stuck. Okay, they're all stuck. All right, so now we're done with this. I need to turn my iron off and put it over here out of the way, and then get all this junk out of the way. All right, so it's still hot. Okay, so now we have a clean surface again. So we're gonna get back to this. So I'm gonna start with my fall one, and we're just gonna cut off this so it's all good and stuck. So you're just gonna trim your, and I like the bigger scissors to trim this because I think it's just easier, even though these are not nearly as sharp as my paper snips, but I think it's easier to cut this off. And you can cut right up to the edge because it's stuck. And there you go. Now, if you want to do really easy, you could just leave it like this and then not even emboss it. But do you know what I just realized? I did it the wrong direction. Well, luckily I did one ahead of time. So, okay, so I went ahead and ran this through the embossing folder. Now, this was the other piece of the napkin, but see the difference? This one I did the texture tile with. So that's the plain napkin, and then this is with the textured tile. This one is with the exposed brick, but there you go. So we're going to be using this one because I already embossed that one, so luckily it doesn't matter. I'll just make another card with this one going this way. So all you do, put it through your embossing machine with the whichever folder you want to use. So we got this one. And then we just need our inside piece and our back. So this is our inside piece. We're going to stamp our words. So we've got a Cajun. No, oh, I don't want to keep saying Cajun. It's copper clay. All right, so we're going to stamp that on the inside. And I need some scrap paper for this. So we're going to ink this up. And the leaf is from the, what's it, All About Autumn or Autumn Leaves, one of those. And I don't want it too dark, so I'm going to stamp that off. And then put it down here. Give it a good press. And then do the inside. And this makes all the difference, putting this little inside stem part on. So line that up. And there you go. So there's our leaf. And then we're going to put the words on the top. I'm so thankful. Right here. And there you go. So we're done with that. And then I've got my two pieces of ribbon. So this is the copper ribbon from that 2-pack. I'm not sure if it's back in stock. I think it is. It comes with the natural ribbon that's kind of thick. And then this is the vanilla and gold satin edged ribbon. This is in the big catalog. So I have a piece of each of those. And what I'm going to do is, well, let me put this on the inside of the card first. So we're going to glue that down. Make sure if you're watching, you did a thumbs up for me, because that always helps. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that so you'll get notified every time we do a video. All right, so we're going to take the ribbon and we're going to put this one down first, kind of near the bottom. And I'm just going to stick it on with Scotch tape because that sticks better when you've got these ribbons for the back. So I'm just going to take some Scotch tape, tape that down, tape that down. So that'll hold it. So there you go. And then you're going to take your vanilla and put it right on top. And look how beautiful that looks through the ribbon. And it just kind of mutes it a little bit and gives it a more subtle look. But it's so pretty. So I love those two ribbons together. We're going to put another piece of Scotch tape on there. And that'll hold it really good. Because I found if you put just tape down, it doesn't hold it too much. So I like to do that better. All right, then we're going to glue that with our green glue. Make sure you get it pretty close to the edge. And then some in the middle. And put that on the front. Now you notice these are a little bit different because this napkin has 4 different patterns on it. So it has 2 vanilla, 2 white, and one has more leaves than the other one. So, and then here's the one I did the wrong direction, but it comes out really pretty, but then you'd have to do your ribbon this way. And I cut the ribbon the wrong size for that. Oh, Heather, you're thinking about putting your Christmas decorations up. Now, you know what's so funny is the day after Halloween, like half my street had Christmas decorations up. I was like, oh my gosh. I remember when we used to put Christmas decorations up the day after Thanksgiving. And now people put them up the day after Halloween. So I'm leaving. I have fall decorations up right now, like all over. But yeah, Cajun Craze would probably work too, Mel. Julie can't wait to hear the joke. Oh, Julie's the one who gave me the joke. So she already knows what it is. All right, so then I took another piece of this ribbon and just tied a little knot. So, whoops. So we've got a little knot on the front. And then we're going to put a glue dot behind that to hold it. So it will stay in place better. I think I did that too long. Oops. What is going on? My scissors aren't cutting. All right, there we go. All right, and let's get a little glue dot and put right under the knot to hold it. Right here. So that'll hold it in place so it doesn't move. All right, and then I have a little gold. This is the distressed gold paper, and I just die cut one of those leaves in there. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of this and pop that on. I love this die right here. And just kind of stick it under the ribbon just a little bit. Like that. And, oh, you know what I forgot? I was going to put some gems. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I got some. I got some. Hold on. I'm leaning across my table. Okay. Where's my take your pick tool? Can't find it. Oh, you know what? I think it's in the box. Okay. So let's just grab a couple of these gold pearls and put on here. I knew I forgot something. Whoops. Runaway pearl, runaway pearl. I'll put one here. Okay. All right, and then we're going to spray it. Let me put some paper under. This ribbon wants to just go wonky. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so there we go. So there is the first one. And it came out a little bit different because I don't have that green leaf there, but I need some pearls on that too. Let's put some pearls on that one. Oh, I only have 2 gold ones. Dang, I need 1 more gold. Oh well. All the rest are silver. Okay, so there you go. So first card done. Don't you love it? Love it, love it. Let me read some comments real quick. I just dropped my tape. Oh, that was the iron. The iron just fell on the floor. Okay. Now my table's shaking. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Oh, Mel's asking Julie if she's ever made napkin cards with saran wrap. One of my favorite tips is to use a dryer sheet. Yes. Yeah, I think I showed you guys that tip, didn't I? With the dryer sheet and intricate dies. That's an awesome tip. Starla, you haven't made these yet? Okay, cards are so beautiful. Thank you. Okay, all right, so that's the first one. We'll set that aside. Now we're going to go to one of our trucks. So let me see which one is here. So we'll do this one first. And we got to cut it up. So cut that right off the napkin. And it cuts so nicely. Now, if you really wanted to, you could wrap that saran wrap around and do it to the back to make it stick even better, but you don't need to really. This one just curls up. Okay. All right, so it is stuck all the way to the edge on here. So it looks just like, you know, the cardstock comes like that because it's stuck so well. So I did go ahead and emboss that one too. So I did the brick embossed. And this one, you know, looks good both ways, but I think with the embossed, it just gives it kind of makes it look like real snow more than, you could even use the snow embossing folder on this one, but I love it embossed. So I already did that ahead of time. And then we just need our red cardstock. That's going to go in there. We're going to decorate this. Actually, I'm going to decorate both of these at the same time because they're the same. So the insides are the same. So we need our black. We're going to do our words. Now, the words I got from the Santa Claus stamp set, St. Nicholas. So that's where the words are from. And I'm doing that in black. Memento black. So just put that right on the top. And there you go, perfect. All right, and then we want to do our truck at the bottom. Got something on there. And that's also in black. And now, this is the hardest part of this stamp set, I think, is the tires. Now, people always want to do the tires upside down. The tires go on the bottom. And I need my glasses when I do this because I always get them crooked unless I can see good. So you're just going to put these tires right at the bottom. Like that. And you really got to look at it close before you put it down. Oops, I did that one crooked. Okay. Let me see if I can straighten it out just a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to take our red, and I'm using real red for both of them, and I'm going to stamp off, because this is a super juicy pad, So I've got my truck, which has now been dyed red because I used it in red. And we're gonna just stamp it or ink it up, tap it off very lightly, and then do it on here because we want it to be lighter. So there you go. Love it. And then this one, same thing. So I'm going to tap it off very gently. And I actually, a little bit more off of there. And then, boom. Love it. See, if you do it off, then you get that more subtle reddish color. I think it's so cute. And then I've got the little tree in garden green. So we're going to stamp the little tree in there. And same thing, I want the tree to be kind of lighter. So the tree fits right in here in the back of the truck. So I'm going to stamp it off real light, a little bit more, and then put it right on the back of my truck. And then do the same thing on this one. Stamp it off really lightly. Stick it on the back. So there you go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right. Oh, and you know what I was going to do is put some Wink of Stella on there. Did I bring my Wink of Stella? Here's one. Let's see if that'll work. Oh, it does. So let's just put some Wink of Stella on the truck. Make it sparkle a little bit. And if you want to put some, oops, I forgot to wipe it off. Make sure you wipe it off between colors so you don't get that. So that just made my truck a little bit more sparkly. And the tree a little bit more sparkly. I think I need to squeeze this a little bit. Oh, it's almost dry, that's why. It's not coming out very much. It's almost dry. I need a new Wink of Stella. Okay. That one came out better though. Oh no! I just smeared it. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to put something over top of that to cover it. How did I do that? I don't have any ink on my stuff, but yeah, I smeared it on there. Darn it. All right, so this will go in the front. Oh, look. See, I messed up there, so I wrapped it around. You guys aren't supposed to see that. Pretend like you don't see that. That's the one that I stuck the iron on the plastic wrap. So I had to fix it. Because I forgot to put my parchment paper back down when I did it. Okay, and then this goes on the inside. And I'm going to have to go back and fix that other one because it's smeared. Okay, so there's the inside of that one. Isn't that just cute? I love it. Love it. Love. Oh, we got to spray it. Hold on. Let's spray it. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, and that takes a minute to dry, but then it's all sparkly. All right, so then we've got our last one. So this one again, we've got, so this is the one we just did. So we've got those, love them. And then that cute inside of the card. So those are done. So the last one, I went ahead and embossed this one too. So let's cut that up real quick. And anybody do anything fun this weekend? I'm not. After this video, I might go mow the grass and make some more cards and do my email for you guys for the sale, since I totally had that information wrong. but it will be on the website on Tuesday. So that's good, the paper. I can stock up on, definitely stock up on white paper. You can always use some of that. That paper is not cheap. Okay, got this little teeny edge here. Oops. Okay. All right, so there's that one. Oh, this one goes the wrong way. So I have one going to the left, one going to the right. So this one I embossed, and oh, look, I messed up that one too. All right, so we have the dog going 2 different ways too. So this one's embossed with the brick also. And we're just going to put that on the front of our cherry cobbler. And voila. Beautiful card. I think real red would have gone really well with this one too. And the garden green would have. And, oops, I got some glue on there. Or some stuck paper. I hate to put this inside because it's messed up. I think I'm gonna just do it over again. So I'm just gonna leave that there, not glue it down, because I don't want to put it in there messed up. So I'll just redo that one. Okay, so there you go. We've got all of our cards, and aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I forgot to spray that one. Hold on. Beautiful. So there you go. So I hope you loved that. Oh, and I got to do the joke. And here are the names so far. I'm trying to get a couple other people, but I haven't got their address yet. So I'll hold these up. So if you want to take a screenshot. So this is Mary Anderberry. She's on here. She just lost her son, who was exactly my age, which is crazy. And then Linda Davis. So she said she has rheumatoid arthritis and chronic pain. So please send them a card. And then we've also got Carrie Hamilton. She has stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. And then Darlene Erickson. She just lost her grandson last week. And then this is her daughter. So her daughter lost her son. So both of them need cards in Carrie. So we've got 5 right now. I'm trying to get a couple other people I know of that are going through stuff, but I haven't gotten their addresses yet or permission to give their addresses out. So, oops. I'll make sure I've got all this on here. I'll put it this way. So take a screenshot of that if you want to. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm sure they would really appreciate cards from you guys, just to uplift them. Say you're keeping them in your prayers. And yeah, please everybody pray for these people. You know, they're all viewers of my channel, and I'm sure they would love getting cards from you guys. So thank you for that. And let me tell my joke. So hold on. Don't forget to thumbs up. And here we go. All right. So this one is from Julie. All right. I cannot shop at Costco anymore. Yesterday I was at Costco buying a large bag of Purina dog chow for my loyal pet Neko, the wonder dog, who weighs 191 pounds. I was in the checkout line when a woman behind me asked if I had a dog. Now, you know, if somebody asked me that, I don't have a dog, but I would just say, I'd have to say something. Anyway, what did she think? I had an elephant? So because I'm retired and have little to do, on impulse, I told her, no, I didn't have a dog. I was starting the Purina diet again. I added that I probably shouldn't because I ended up in the hospital last time, but that I'd lost 50 pounds before I awakened in an intensive care ward with tubes coming out of my out of most of my orifices and IVs in both arms. I told her it was essentially a perfect diet, and that the way it works is you load your jacket pockets with Purina nuggets and simply eat 1 or 2 every time you feel hungry. The food is nutritionally complete, so it works well, and I was going to try it again. I have to mention here that practically everyone in line was now enthralled with my story. Can you just imagine me telling this story in line? Horrified, she asked if I ended up in the intensive care because the dog food poisoned me. I told her no. I stopped to pee on a fire hydrant and a car hit me. I thought the guy behind her was going to have a heart attack. He was laughing so hard. Costco won't let me shop there anymore. Better watch what you ask retired people. They have all the time in the world to think of crazy things to say. Forward this to all your retired friends. It will be their laugh for the day. So thank you, Julie, for sending me that. I thought it was hysterical. I was laughing out loud. I was just reading it. And I kept thinking of what I would have said. Because I would have thought of something good too, but it would have been a smart aleck remark. So I hope you guys enjoyed that joke and the video. So if you love it, make sure you do thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment. And if you want to order, here's the host code. I will be changing that on Tuesday, but this one will be good for at least another week. So get your list ready for the sale. And I'll be back Tuesday night at 7 p.m. So just use this code if you're ordering Tuesday with the sale. And so it's paper, any kind of paper, ink pads, and ribbon, I think, is what's on sale. So if you want to order that stuff, hold off till Tuesday. And don't forget the host code, so then you can get your free card kits. And then I think I will have a new card kit on Tuesday because that's the 14th. And then the next video won't be until Saturday, which is the, what's today, 18th. So yeah, I'm going to have to do a new card kit on Tuesday. So, all right, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks for joining me this morning, and I hope you love the video. Don't forget lots of thumbs up and hearts and all that good stuff for me. And share with everybody and share to Pinterest. Oh, blender pens are on sale. Oh, that's good. So, okay. I guess I'll just have to go check and see everything that's on sale, and I'll send an email out. All right, you guys. Love you. Sending lots of hugs and prayers for all the people that need it. And I'll see you Tuesday night. Bye-bye.